Welcome back to the Zenith 440 table. Now that you have a brief overview, we're going to talk about setting a patient up on the table. So for patient setup, your first concern is that all of your drops are down. You don't want to have a surprise drop waiting for your patient. So once you're certain that all your drops are down, you're going to raise your table and address your patient. Before my patient's ready to step on the table, I've already made sure that her pockets are empty, that there's nothing that's going to skew our analysis. Then I have the patient just step up on the foot plate with your feet as close together as possible without having your ankles touch. And then I'm going to have her show me the top of her hips, and then I'm going to be palpating here also. And I'm going to make sure that the bottom pelvis is lined up 1 inch below her ASIs. If you could just lean forward for me. And then you can lean back. Perfect. You can stand right back up. So now that the pelvis piece is right where it needs to be, you adjust the top piece as well with the star knob and then eyebrow up a little bit. You only need about 2 fingers distance or 1 inch between here. And you can tighten it back down. At this point, I'm just going to have my patient lean forward. You can put your hands right up on the armrests, and then I'm going to just guide you right down. And you make sure you keep your hand on your patient's back so that whether they experience vertigo or don't know where they are in space, you're making sure that they're as comfortable as they could possibly be. Now, if we come down and look at the feet, they happen to be still resting on the foot plate, which is going to skew our analysis. And as discussed earlier, we can put the legs into slight flexion, which pulls on the spinal cord, increases our reading, and pulls the feet away from the end plate so there's no discrepancy. If you look, the ankles are just a couple inches apart and ready to go. At this point, if the leg check analysis was already done, we're going to have the patient slide up the table for the adjustment time. So if you can just move forward a little bit. And at this point, we're going to discuss weighing the headpiece. So weighing the headpiece means that you have to put the table to the dorsal. This is going to come up just so you know. You want to warn your patient because if they're new, they might not expect it. And then the cervical tension knob, you're just going to decrease it until it drops, and then give it 2.5 turns. And now the table is ready for just a finger weight adjustment. And that's how you set a patient up appropriately on the table.